So yeah, we are live. So it is fully up and functional as of now. And we've got Jackie Holcomb and Jody Lynn and some others joining already. So great, sweet. Oh, that's rolling in quick. This is way different. So anybody just heads up. Obviously, if you can tell, there's a little bit of a difference. I am using my computer today. I am not using my cell phone. So it feels a little bit strange to me, a little bit out of sorts. Let me know if it's if you guys can all hear me. Just say, yeah, we can hear your loud mouth, guys. So
I can hear you. I can tell you that. What's up, everybody? Come here. Gotcha. You just got Pokemon. Just like KR said when we were practicing. He's like, you got Pokemon when I grabbed you. Hey, hi, Mooch.
Pokemon.
He's
Gotta
like,
catch the Libby. Gotta catch the Libby. Gotta catch the
What-
Libby. Gotta catch the Libby. Libby Mon.
what do you think her Pokemon name would be? Like, kind of like Short Round. That's kind of funny. What's up, Short Round? I stole that from Indiana Jones, though. But she is kind of short and kind of round.
Hello, Murphy. Can you hear me fine, Murphy? Please be our test dummy and tell me if you can hear me, buddy.
Mooch, all right. Well, maybe she's just not going to cooperate. You're not going to cooperate, are you? She wants the bone in my pocket.
Yay! Sweet. He said he can hear me, so we can continue on. All right. So should we talk about really inappropriate stuff? I'm using the magic 8-ball here. Should we talk about really inappropriate stuff and make our audience uncomfortable? It says most likely.
Oh, yeah. Well, I was about to say I really don't know how to not speak inappropriately, so I think we're fucked either way. But hey, it's all good. I think our audiences tend to not, they're not bothered by the swears, per se.
No, they're not. I don't think so. Not usually.
And it would kind of be too bad if they were, because we tend to do what we want. So there you go.
Yeah, if you're offended by some profound language, go ahead and go fuck yourself, eh?
Yeah, totally.
I don't know what accent that was, but it was something.
Kind of a cross between Shrek and Trailer Park Boys, maybe.
Yeah.
What's up, Karen? Good to see you. It's nice to see everybody. Yeah, this is a weird time of day to do one because it worked out better for us today, but I know it's 2:00 Eastern time. So some of you guys are like at work or if you've been working and you're at lunch, it's like lunch is over. Maybe you're sneaking this on your desk. I don't know. I kind of like it though. I think this is a cool time to be doing them.
Yeah, I like it. I don't know. This will be the time I'll be doing it relatively, as long as my guests don't have any, problems or, inconveniences with this time frame. Then this is when I'll be doing it. Wednesdays most weeks. Next week will be Tuesday because my guest Lawrence couldn't do Wednesdays. He does another show about this time, so we're actually, I guess, competing with him in that show as we speak. So thank you to everybody, all 66 of you so far that have showed up. Stephen Rosenwig, nice. Is that how you say your name? Did I say that right? Every time I read your name, I'm like, oh God, I think I'm butchering that.
I get like that too. Even with people I know well, like Walter Ryan, I was always saying Walter Rain and Purple Rain. I don't know. It's hard to, names are not easy all the time.
Yeah, you mispronounce mine all the time. You say it like York and it's actually Yorke.
Yorke?
Like
yeah, all right.
Joe
I'm getting good at it. Yorke?
Yorke.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Well, as long as we're doing these, it's cool that I like doing them. I think they're fun. I just don't have a lot of time, but it's cool. Like we were talking about the start time and all that. And I don't have a dick boss to check in with. The only dick boss I have to worry about is myself. So I'm like, all right, as long as I'm good with it, then we're doing it. Let's do this thing.
I have to say you're my favorite boss of all time. When you were before we were more partners and I was working for you with the carpet cleaning stuff. I'd say you're my favorite boss of all time. So,
well, thank you. We had a good time. We had some fun. We were good at what we were doing, I feel like, and I don't know how many jobs we ended up doing in total together. I know my count, I believe, is about 2,000 that I did over 11 or 12 years, which is why my back is fucked and it looks like I'm sitting in a hospital bed. This is not a hospital bed. This is my house. But yeah, we always had a good time. We like to joke around. We met some interesting characters. I I know you and I have some stories and um, some things, and we won't go into names or details too much
Ooh.
about those people. But Jesus, remember that house where you came back and you did that one alone, and you dropped the equipment back at my house, and you look green.
Yeah. Oh man, that's whenever you say difficult jobs or interesting characters, that's like the first one that comes to my mind. So I
Right.
did this job. Most of you probably don't have a clue what we're talking about. So I did this job for this individual, and it was like in a basement apartment,
Mhm.
in like a duplex type building. And when I went in, it immediately reeked like piss, bad, like horrible ammonia. I'm there to clean the carpet, so I figured it would do some good. I don't think it did. I think I made it worse because, like, by the time I left, the smell of ammonia piss was just stuck in my nose for days. Like, I felt so nauseous and sick. Like, I was dizzy and like seeing like doubles on the way home, and it was absolutely horrible. That individual kept trying to flirt with me online too and hit on me, and it's like, no, no,
Mm.
no.
You couldn't
Because
see
I could
yourself going back to that house, I'm sure, like,
never.
there's no way that I could be romantic in a house like that, and, I think that's
Nope.
cat piss because like, dog piss, it stinks, it's gross if there's a lot of it. We clean it,
Mhm.
they're wet when we're done, so it doesn't smell as good as it's gonna smell until it's
Right,
dry, but
right.
cat piss is a whole different animal, so to speak, literally,
Yeah.
the ammonia
No pun
that ammo
intended, but it stands.
Right, that ammonia stuff is so
Mhm.
nasty.
Yes.
Um, but I
It was
just remember you,
awful.
like I've seen you drink before a few times, in the social setting, and, uh, dude, you were never more green around the gills than when you showed up after that job. I was like, "Bro, are you okay?" Like, did they have, like, something nasty besides just the nasty smell? Was there toxic materials on there? Was there a meth lab in the other room? What was going on? And yeah, you just were, like, holding on to the side of your car almost like, "Jesus Christ, that
I
was
swear I can almost when we
unbelievable."
talk about it, like, I can almost smell it still. Like, it's one of those, like
Oh,
the
I'm
first time I
sorry.
ever got drunk, I got drunk off of, like, vodka and tomato juice, and I can still, when I think about that or tell a story about that or whatever, I can still smell that too.
Yeah.
Whew.
Oh, that's funny. My first time drunk too, and I didn't do it till I was about 24. So I was a late bloomer, was reverse screwdrivers my brother made. It's his birthday today, asshole. So yeah, like he made these screwdrivers, knew I wasn't a drinker, and he did them three quarters vodka with like a shot of orange juice or 25% orange juice. And he dared, so he dared me to slam it. So I did because he's my younger brother, and I'm like, I'm not gonna let him push me during. Then he goes, "I dare you to do that again." And the glass was about like a medium-sized kitchen glass, so I was like,
Yeah.
"Alright," and that's when I did. When I turned my head, I noticed it. Remember, like, on the Predator, where you could see the outline of the Predator when he's invisible?
Yeah.
That's what everything looked like when I turned my head, and I was like, "Uh-oh,
The
I think I
aura.
might be fucked up." Yeah, and then he just handed me a 40 ounce. He's like, "Here, drink your 40." And I was like, "Oh my god, I'm gonna die."
then he then he fucked with you and gave you beer after giving you liquor. Oh my god,
Yeah.
what is that old saying? Beer before liquor before beer, you're in the clear. Beer before liquor, you've never been sicker. I think that's how it goes. So at least he did you, right with the order, but good
Well
God,
well,
man.
I probably would have been dead if he hadn't have done it, at least that, and then so I was in town, I didn't live here at the time, so I was in town and we were gonna go have lunch with my parents at this little hole in the wall Mexican restaurant, in the town they live in, and, I was like, "Okay, tell him I'm not going, I'm sick as shit, tell him I have the flu, tell him I have herpes, tell him whatever you wanna tell him."
I have herpes.
And he's like, "No." He goes, "Listen, you're gonna get up, you're gonna get in the car, I'll drive, don't worry." He goes, "You're gonna eat that hot sauce, not the regular kind that they serve the gringos, but the really hot shit that Pop requests." He goes, "You eat a few chips with that, you're gonna be fine." And, damned if he wasn't right. So at least there
Yeah.
was that, but
Oh
god
yeah,
dang,
dude,
that
there's no better cure for a hangover than like some greasy ass spicy Mexican food, man. I don't know what it is, but it is just mwah, perfect.
yeah. Well, they had a burrito especial, I remember, like, bring it to you on that hot plate, and I'm such a, uh like, they say, "Careful, hot plate," I always have to just touch it because I have to see.
Yeah.
So, yeah, don't tell me not to do something because 'cause I'm just gonna do it. At least back then, especially. I was 24 and stupid. But yeah, I felt better after eating it. It was all good, but, oh man, reverse screwdrivers, never again. I was like, "What an asshole." Looking back at it now, he did that on purpose, and that
Yeah.
so my brother. His birthday
Yeah.
to his birthday today, I ought to send him something that reminds him of that memory or something, I don't know. That's pretty
That'd
funny.
be funny.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The day after
I
January 6th, he's here we are the day after.
well, at least he
Ugh.
wasn't a participant in the whole January 6th insurrection.
No, he had to work that day, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he probably would've. As far as I know, he
Yeah.
was a Trump supporter the first time. I don't know about since then. We're not close. He lives across the country, and we have very different viewpoints about things, so that kinda makes it a little hard. It's odd to have one sibling and you not be close at all. But it is what it is. So, I choose my
Yeah.
family, my brother from another mother sitting in his, purple room. I like that. That's more family and just per family. I got you a
My
guinea
empty
pig.
ass
What?
purple
Okay.
room. So just so people know, there will eventually be hold on, I'm getting up.
What's he
This
doing?
clock that
Moochie.
will go on the wall behind my head.
That's a
And
big
then
clock.
I will have 6 shelves total that surround the clock. And then I will put a bunch of my fun little knickknacks and toys and books and stuff on it. And then
Oh,
so
cool.
it won't be boring forever. Everybody stick with me, and it'll be a little bit more entertaining the background after some time. So
And mine'll probably never be. "Oh, you turned the TV on, you little turd." This dog, I swear. Mooch.
she's like, I'm
Always bring
bored. Turn on some programs, man. I want to watch Stranger Things.
He is Stranger Things, let me tell you. Well, lately she makes weird dog noises, and I don't know if this is because she's gonna be 14 in spring, but lately she just has these little grunts. She's a little overweight, maybe that's part of it. Yeah, Karen, she did because like, the remote's on the bed here, and she stepped on it. She just got her nails done yesterday, so she's feeling fresh and stuff and all that. But yeah, so, um, yeah, she'll, step on things, turn TVs on. I learned to put the remote on the nightstand after I go to bed because once or twice, she stepped on it in the middle of the night, and then the whole room lights up because the TV is only about 8 feet away, and it's gigantic. Like, not gigantic, it's like 55 inches. That's pretty big, I guess. But, yeah, you don't wanna wake up to a TV blasting on suddenly, and God save your soul if you didn't turn the volume down before you turn it off either.
Wake up
Yeah.
just like, oh God, what's happening?
Jesus Christ. What in the heck? Yeah, no, luckily ours has a screensaver, so usually the volume doesn't come on, but like I said, I learned to put it on the nightstand over here and then good to go. I don't have to worry about that crap.
Good,
I
good,
don't
good,
know.
good. That's
Yes, yes.
awesome.
I get this. I'm messing with my screen to see if I can get oh, there we go. I can see a few more comments at once. Yeah. There we go.
I'm excited for when I get my shelves up because then I'll get to show off some more of my toys. I don't have
Yeah.
anything within reaching distance. Oh wait, there we go.
You got that
TNT
big
from
Mandingo,
Minecraft. Huh?
you got yeah? You got that big Mandingo fist, dildo that I've seen over there before. No.
I've got 2 of them now. One black, one white. I gotta be, sport equality.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Um, no, there's a funny story though. I had a friend, we had a Christmas party once and someone got one. I swear it looked like this big. What you see on the screen, that's about how big it was. I got a pretty good sized forearm and it was a fist dildo. And I was like, oh my God. And every time someone tried to steal it, because you could steal a gift, when you do the gift exchange, he was like, nope, no one's stealing this. This is mine. And I was like, oh my God. And everybody thought that was so funny. I'm like, God, don't touch his uh big boy.
Yeah. I feel like our buddy, Brian Hoyt would appreciate that a lot.
Oh, boy. Hoyt's got one in every color, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah,
He's
he's got a rainbow of fists, I'm sure.
well, he's a good guy. He feeds, like, the homeless, makes soup, and, he's a great guy, but he also picks on his friends. Did you see his back and forth with Justin the other day? Oh my
No, I
god.
Him and
Oh,
Justin, though,
Jesus.
man, they have always just been relentless at each other.
Oh, and I almost felt bad for Justin because Hoyt was just, like, on one. I don't know if he was drunk or high or something. Maybe he was just Hoyt, but it was,
Yeah.
like, crazy. Yeah, he was man, I was like, "Holy shit." But I know it's their thing to do the banter back and forth and roast each other, so I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna stay the hell out of it. I don't need to be in the crosshairs of this."
Oh yeah, for a really short, skinny dude with a very high pitched voice, he has some fire. He knows how to wield every little bit that he's got.
Oh, he like I said, he's got a big heart, though, he's a good guy, he,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
make, like, big things of soup or stuff to feed the homeless frequently, has a great business, what's his business called? Isn't it Poor Man Window
Yeah. Poor
Cleaning?
man window cleaning. Yeah.
Yeah, here in
Yeah.
Idaho, Southern Idaho, man, use them, they're awesome. But, yeah, he's a
Yeah.
great guy, but they're back and forth, it's like big brother, little brother kinda thing, even though I
Hmm.
think Justin's technically a bigger fella, he's little
Yeah.
brother by far because he just gets the worst of it seems like.
Yeah. I've never seen him mess with anybody the way he messes with Justin. That's for damn sure.
Yeah. They kind of have their thing. Okay, I'm catching up here. I'm trying to see who's joining and what now and all that good stuff. But yeah, I haven't done one of these lives in a while. It's good to chat with you, although we got to hang out and go to lunch the other day, which was cool. We hadn't seen each other
Hell yeah.
face to face for probably a couple months because of the holidays and whatnot and busy schedule.
Well,
KR's
and I'm a shut in. A little bit of a
well,
shut
I
in,
am
so
too.
that makes it difficult.
By choice, of course, because look what we do for a living. We like to entertain Substack, and we like to write our articles, do these lives and whatnot. So it's not easy to want to leave the house per se, but I knew like I wanted some lunch. I was like, bro, let's get together, man. It's been too long, and let's go to Red Robin. So we went to Red Robin, and there you go. It was good.
You ever just have like random music start playing in your head? Like a radio station just all of a sudden tuned into your brain and like you can like you're just like singing along with the song in your head no matter like what else is going on.
I get earworms and stuff, but I don't know that it's like a station. I'm picturing you like Cartman when he gets hit by something and he starts going, "I like to sing about the moon
That's
and the
exactly, yeah,
Jupiter."
exactly. Except for other people can't hear it. But yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's just all of a sudden like some radio wave hits me in the side of the head, and all of a sudden I'm listening to Tupac in the background, And so that's
I
what
was
just happened.
I was gonna ask, what just did it just hit you? Is that what made you think of this?
Yeah, yeah. I just started hearing Tupac's changes in my head.
Oh, interesting. All right. Tupac.
Yeah.
You got that urban radio station because we don't get like a lot of rap I've noticed in our area. Now you got satellite radio and there you go. I listen to YouTube music and I could listen to 1 minute it's the Carpenters, the next minute it's Straight Outta Compton by NWA. I like a lot of things. I've got my Guns N' Roses shirt today, the Use Your Illusion 1 album. Ordered this from like a place and I guess it was from China because it's always this thin material that's not cotton, and it takes, like, 4 weeks to get here, and I'm like, "Fuck, I need to look at where it's being ordered from before I do it," but I love it. I It's the album cover of the album. It was an artwork, a piece of art, and they did a double album. They did this one, and then there was a purple and a blue version of this same thing, and I haven't found that one yet. That would go good with your background, actually, but I've got the Use Your Illusion 1 album, not 2, so 2 would have matched your background better. Huh.
I almost went with my purple hat today and then my purple Dixon. By the way, they don't pay me or anything, but Dixon flannel, best flannel company ever. So if you're looking for cool, unique flannels, one of a kinds, there's some that they only print a limited amount, and then that's it forever. Dixon, Dixxon, and then for
Oh,
hats, because
double.
I've had a few people ask me where I get my hats, and I've never really answered. Boston Scully. So if you're looking for a peaky hat, this is a 6 panel. Go for Boston Scully. They are the best, and no, neither of them pay me. And yeah, but I will endorse them forever. They're wonderful. The fits are great. They're just wonderful. So yeah.
Oh. Peaky hat, like Peaky Blinders? Is that where they get the Peaky Blinders because they wear that style of hat?
Yep, I do
Actually.
believe this one's technically more of a 6 panel newsboy, but I don't know, whatever. They're Scully hats is what you can call them.
Hmm,
So
that's cool. Yeah, you always look sharp. I see you do your lives with, I've seen the ones I saw most recently were you and Brandon doing them. It seemed like you guys did a few of them, and you always look sharp. And I always show up like I just fell off the Grateful Dead's bus. I always have like either a rock and roll shirt or some. It's casual. I like to be like just relaxed. Maybe someday if this grows big enough, I'll have to really start dressing like nice. Snoop Dogg is doing commentary on NBA games on Peacock.
No.
And yeah, he interviewed Steph Curry. He was talking to Kawhi Leonard after the game. I was like, Jesus, he's really good at this. And they love him because he just is so like, for shizzle. And like their banter is so good. And he really knows the game. You can tell because he's commenting during the games as well, not just the interviews with the players. And I was shocked. I'm like, oh shit, Snoop's got a new thing.
I went and watched girls basketball at BSU one game this season, and I actually enjoyed it. It was
Yeah.
work related for my lady, and so we didn't really like stay for the whole thing. We had to keep going back to the, I don't know, VIP type lounge and talking with people, or well, she talked with people. I tried to stay out of the way. So, but
Mhm.
yeah, it was good. I have never really watched basketball very much. I watch football. I'm
Yeah.
very excited. Like I'm a big Ashton Genty fan. I don't really have a team that I love in NFL pro football. Broncos for BSU for college ball, but yeah, yeah, it's been a good season. This is the first time I've really paid full attention to an NFL pro season, and it's been fun.
Oh
I
yeah.
got my first jersey, by the way. It's an Ashton Genty jersey, and I'm not a Raiders fan per se or whatever, but I'm a Genty fan because, we have
Big time.
loyalty for our BSU alums.
Yeah.
So
That's cool. I read that he almost made 1,000 yards rushing, which is like a benchmark for a season. It's 1,000 yard season. He came this close, but he also caught 5 touchdowns and received 5 touchdowns catching. So he was the first Raiders rookie to do that in a long ass time.
yeah,
He's going to be good. They just had a shit offensive line, and they just fired their coach too. So
yep,
I think
yep,
changes are coming. I can't wait. I watched a little of his. I don't watch NFL much. It's all about basketball, NBA, and I love WNBA. When you brought up women's basketball, I love like Caitlin Clark and Brianna Stewart, Nescu. I've seen so many of those. We got to see a game. We saw Brittany Griner too, which was cool. We saw Phoenix versus New York a couple years ago, and I'm about to start the third season of watching that this year. So yeah, women's
sweet.
and men's basketball both got it going on. It's fun. I'm not obsessive about it, but I like to have it on in the background when I'm doing my nighttime version of work with
Yeah.
the game on and that's where I heard Snoop Dogg last night. I'm like, holy shit, is that Snoop Dogg announcing on Peacock? That's interesting. Huh.
Speaking of which, did you like my new article format? Did you happen to catch that one? I wanted to get your input, and everybody else. I don't know if everybody else caught my most recent satire piece on World of Satire, but I was really curious if people liked that platform or that yeah.
Let me check real quick because I'm trying to remember. I read
I'm
most of your stuff.
I'm gonna go ahead
I
and read
just
it.
sometimes one of them will get past me, but let me check. I'm pretty sure I saw your last one though.
I'm gonna go ahead and read it. Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Man who married sister claims Trump understands him.
I did
Bethlehem,
read that.
Georgia. Recently, a man has come under scrutiny for marrying his own sister. He claims the recently deceased President Trump has given the union his blessing from beyond the grave. In an act that most people would consider completely unethical and illegal, the man reportedly found a way to obtain a marriage license through a government program called No Incel Left Behind. The program allegedly exists to find brides for incel-type MAGA individuals and, according to court filings, does not exclude relatives from consideration. The man was forced to go to court to fight for his right to marry his sister, who is a quadriplegic and incapable of speech, following a childhood accident. Despite this, he claimed in official documents that she was a willing participant in the relationship, a claim that has sparked outrage, disbelief, and widespread condemnation. According to the man, none of that criticism matters. He insists that Trump understands him, supports him, and has spiritually approved the marriage from beyond the grave.
Good Christ. Yes, I read that one. Of course I did. I was trying to remember it. You put me on the spot when you asked, and I'm like, fuck, which one was it? As soon as you said the title, I was like, oh yeah, duh. Yes, that made me laugh my ass off. And people get mad sometimes when I make those stereotypes about MAGA. Now, generally not like people on our side, but like they're like,
Yeah.
well, that's a dumb, I like to play the banjo because I made a comment about playing the banjo. I'm like, that's why it's just a joke. I don't think every banjo player is white trash. Steve Martin, the comedian, the actor, he is an amazing banjo player. I don't know if you knew that. He won Grammys, I'm pretty sure, for his music. Or
I did
was
not know
nominated.
that.
Oh
I know how
yeah,
to play
he's
the air
incredible.
banjo. Ding, ding,
Yeah.
ding, 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 ding. See,
See?
pro, dude.
Huh? There you go. That's a 10 out of 10 for the air banjo, I would say. I'll join you on the air drums, I'll do the Phil Collins. We'll feel it in the air tonight.
I
But
learned
yeah,
that
yeah.
from Dan Cummins and Time Suck. If you know, you know. The Air Banjo Academy. Look into it.
All I heard was Cummins and Suck, and you kind of lost me there. So, um, no, I know Dan's a good guy, though. You've mentioned him a lot, and
Oh, I love
uh,
Dan Cummins.
yeah, he sounds like a good fella for sure. Um, but yeah, it's interesting that people get a little irritated with certain stereotypes or jokes, and
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, then we're probably not going to be homies because I joke about everything. I mean, I don't go out there and say like racist jokes or any bullshit like that, but I see the humor in so many things. It's the whole like, you can't joke about this bullshit. Why can't I? Because you're offended by it because something hit a little too close to home. I wrote an article once about Jerry Seinfeld and Ricky Gervais talking about the Holocaust. And the guy says, you can't talk about the Holocaust. And they're both like, we can joke about anything. It's like, we're not minimizing the people that died. We're trying to take an entirely shitty situation and get someone to hopefully smile and not feel so bad about the situation. So, yeah,
Yeah.
you get those hecklers once in a while, like, oh, someone was talking about drinking and driving, and like, well, my daughter died from drunk driving. Well, how the fuck was that comedian supposed to know that? And,
Yeah.
the random shit's gonna happen. It's just like we get too offended about certain things. And I get that's probably why some people don't care for my page. There's too much cursing. There's too much this. I make fun of religion. Well, too fucking bad. It's my page. If you don't like it, don't read it. But you don't have to
Yeah.
announce your departure like it's the airport. You can just go. That's fine.
That's so funny. Yeah, it's some people it's very easy for some people to get like super duper offended over just the most idiotic things, and it's like, really, like that's what you're choosing, that's the mountain you're choosing to climb right now?
Yeah.
Really? There's so many other things out there in the world. Like, God, the most annoying thing is like if you go to fan pages for like, video games such as Fallout or, Dead by Daylight, or even fan pages for Stranger Things or, Lord of the Rings or whatever, you will see Lord of the Rings is actually like always so far. The fan pages I find for Lord of the Rings are almost the most peaceful fucking places to exist.
Huh.
But some of those other ones, people will get dead ass serious in just like being just completely butthurt that someone else doesn't share their opinion. Fallout is the most toxic fan pages ever. People will seriously just get absolutely overwhelmed with frustration. You can tell they're just sitting there like gritting their teeth and just because someone doesn't like the same Fallout game, or it isn't their favorite as another person. And it's just like, what? Are you serious? What are you doing right now with your life? You're getting upset about the way other people prefer their entertainment. That's redundant.
Well, and how boring would the world be if everybody liked the exact same shit? Like we didn't have opinions. If I was like, "Oh, your team sucks, but my team's good," and we have the fun little banter back and forth. If we all just were like Raiders fans, all right, boo. Well, who gives a shit? Like, where's the fun in that? I like to banter and heckle and talk about why Zelda Link to the Past is a superior game, not Ocarina of Time or whatever the case is. You know what I mean? Um, why would we all want to believe and think the same exact way? Now, with some things, obviously, you don't want to be an asshole, but if we're talking entertainment like you are, you brought up entertainment specifically. All right, there's no wrong answer about anything related to entertainment. Like it's all subjective.
Right.
It's all what we
Exactly.
like.
Like you were saying with the difference in like our styles. Like I dress, like this, and you say that I look sharp, and stuff, and you say that you don't. I don't see that. I just see that we wear different clothes because we're different fucking people.
Yeah.
Like we can be together and not the same. That was
Oh,
like a
sure.
Fandango commercial a few years back, and it was one of the best commercial messages I've ever seen because it's so
Um,
true. We can hang out, we can be together, we can appreciate, the things that are of quality the other individual brings to the table without being the exact same fucking person.
oh, sure. Yeah. And I've been curious to like kind of test this out. Maybe you guys know this is the shameless self promotion portion of my input today. The new page, I have a new Substack called Smiling Through the Tears. It's so different than the Mouthy Renegade Writer. The Mouthy Renegade Writer is pretty much R rated with a little bit NC-17 content once in a while. A lot of curses, a lot of fuck bombs or F bombs. I always say fuck bombs. F bombs. I know that was really dumb, right? But hey, it's kind of fun. Um, and like I said, I'll bash religion, double bash Donald Trump. Fuck you, asshole. Um,
Yeah.
we'll get into that. The new page, though, no cursing really that I've been able to tell so far. It's like I read some stories on a Facebook page, and like, man, they brought me to tears. They were like sad, but the few that I read had happy endings, and I'm like, I felt better after reading them because I needed that emotional outlet to let that out because
Yep.
I kind of stay kind of tightly wound doing what I do as many hours a week as I do. So I thought I could write that and maybe that would be cool to have a second page and try to find a whole different audience. Now there's been some carryover. Some of my mouthy militia are just well, everybody's wonderful, but some of them have that same heart where they feel those emotions and they like
Yeah.
those kind of things. So bunches of them have followed me over to the new page. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Fuck, it's
Right.
going good. But writing those at night and stuff and doing it completely different and making it more like you can send this one to your grandma. My mom actually reads this page of mine where she won't read the other one because it's pretty
Yeah.
out there, with the cursing is she's a Christian and like a good person, not a judgy one, but like someone that really does care about everybody's eternal souls and wants good
Right.
things for them. Anyway, so she'll read the new Smiling Through the Tears page, but yeah, so it's cool to have that different audience. I'm curious to banter and interact with people on my new page as well as continue to do it on everybody on my main page. And it's cool to have people from all kinds of walks of lives. I think it's neat to do that. And I know you
Yeah.
have that kind of heart where you just want to know somebody and you want to see like what your differences are, um, and meet them kind of in the middle on a lot of them and stuff. So that's cool. I admire that about you.
Yeah, with doing these lives more often, I really want to meet with professionals of different careers, and like I'd love to meet with someone who has a doctorate in history, and someone who has a mastery in applied science and sociology, and there's a lot of individuals I would absolutely love to be able to communicate with and get to know. I don't care about their opinions on politics. Every single one of them could be MAGA as long as we don't talk about their beliefs. It doesn't mean that I have to endorse their policies or endorse their preferences just because I'm around them. Now, the line I draw is when people are incredibly derogatory towards certain groups of people and they refuse to not be. That's
Yeah.
where I start to draw the line. There's just no need for that. I understand that you believe this way, whatever this way might be. I don't need to hear you be derogatory towards this group, like you're almost trying to convince me that I have to hate this group. And that's something I grew up with in the town I grew up in, is people were very, very, very racist and very sexist. And if you were not that type of person, they blatantly would abuse you and make fun of you for not being that type of person. I
Yeah.
imagine that 90% of the people I grew up with are MAGA right now. I can't verify that because I don't communicate with those assholes anymore. But I'd
Right.
imagine 90% of them are. But also 90% of the people I grew up with either died of things like drug overdoses, car accidents, or they've been in and out of fucking prison their entire life. So that kind of goes to show you like the type of mentality of those individuals.
Yeah. Yeah. It's okay to for sure be friendly with people. Like when we go out in public, like people hold the door, and it's not like if they have a MAGA hat, I'm like, oh no, fuck you, I'll get it
Yeah.
myself. Or if they have a Joe Biden shirt, and I'm like, oh, okay, let me hold that for you. No, I don't do that. Like my default setting is like I'm a nice person. Some people who read my main page would be like, I doubt that, but no, it's true. My default setting is that I like you. When I
Yeah.
meet you, I'm like, hey, it's good to know you. And then what happens after that is entirely up to you. If you are a decent human being with good morals, values, manners, whatever the case, great. You don't even have to be like educated. You don't have to do this for a living. You don't have to make this kind of money. None of that shit matters. It's how do
Right.
you treat me is how I'm going to treat you back. It's the golden fucking rule, right?
Right.
So
Exactly.
yeah, like I said, my default setting is I've never met a man I didn't like. I think that was Will Rogers that said that until he started talking, and then you go
Yeah.
from there.
Yeah.
Then
Well,
it's on
and
the up in the air.
And that's exactly it. And when it comes to like holding doors open for people, I know that I've heard individuals claim that there's certain demographics which get upset by it, and I have run into, out of the literally tens of thousands of times I've held doors open for people, I have ran into one person who stopped at the door and was like, "No, I can get the door myself," and I was just like,
Huh.
"Okay." All right. Like I was like, I get that. Like, I don't understand this perspective. I'm not going to challenge this person on it. Why would I? Just
Yeah.
let it go. Literally let it go, walk away, And so I think things like that show just respect for individuals. It shows that you don't feel that your time on this planet is more or less valuable than that person's. That's me. That's the same as like letting people in traffic. I'm not going to
Oh,
let the whole goddamn town in traffic, because then that's just abusing myself and my own time. But, letting one or two
yeah.
people in when things are, packed and it's hard, when they're turning onto a road that's, I know from experience, that is incredibly hard to turn onto, like fucking Eagle, then I'm going to
I was
let a
just
few
gonna
people
say
in.
that. That's funny. I was like Eagle Road
Yeah.
in my head. So
If you've
yeah,
ever
yeah.
been to
So
Idaho, and Catherine, I think she would know this. Yeah, Catherine would know this. Eagle Road is shit traffic. I don't know other cities' main roads or whatever that end up being crappy for traffic, but in Idaho, the worst road for traffic is Eagle Road.
yeah, every place has their version of it, where it's like, all
Hmm.
right. So right, like you said, I'm not gonna let everybody in, but I'm gonna try to be a good guy and let one or two in before everybody behind me starts honking. And it's like, God, move on already. Like, make them wait their turn. I'll do a little bit of, politeness and then move along my day and hope that everybody behind me picks up on it and does the same thing. But
Yeah.
yeah, the guy not wanting you to hold the door open for him, you can't take it personally. Like maybe he has had like some kind of injury where people were doing for him a lot and he didn't like it. Or maybe he is homophobic and he thinks you holding the door makes him your bitch or something. I have no
Oh,
idea what.
it wasn't a he.
Oh, it was a
I
lady.
was specifically avoiding gender words and stuff because I didn't want to throw any demographics under the bus, but it was definitely not a he.
Oh, well, fuck it. I'll
Okay,
do it.
let's check this out really quick. Uh, is Murphy drunk as piss right now? Let's see. Got our magic 8 ball, people. We're gonna ask: is Murphy drunk as piss?
Murphy.
Uh, Come on. Why it keeps on spinning, so I can't see it. My reply is no. Murphy, what are you doing, dude? Hurry up and get wasted, bro. It says you're not drunk enough yet, man. You're
What?
lying, dude, because the magic 8 ball said it points to no. So
Where's Murphy located? Is it 5 o'clock somewhere? That's what I'm wondering.
yeah, he's across the pond, I do believe. In Are you in Scotland or Ireland, Murphy?
Oh, it's about 7 hours then. Okay. That's the perfect time to be drinking then over there. That's about 7:30 our time. If it's
And
11.
my significant other asked, "Where the heck did you get a magic 8 ball?" Our oldest daughter gave it to me before she moved out. So yeah, that was pretty fucking cool, right?
Nice. Hey, those are good. Magic 8 balls are fun. I had a keychain one time, and it was like, cool. You'd be in traffic. Should I shoot this guy for cut brake checking me? Okay, no. Kidding. I wouldn't do that. Fun to
That's
ask and see what the 8
that's
ball
fucked
said.
up,
The 8
bro.
ball made me do it. No, no, don't do road rage, you guys. Road rage is bad. That was a comedic attempt there. Like I said, we can joke about almost everything, and I guess road rage is probably a bad one. That's actually not a good one to talk about right now. Someone from ICE just shot someone in Minnesota, killed a woman. They said that she was trying to ram the officers, and something else I read that someone was a witness said that is bullshit. But they came right up to her hood and just fired into the car. So I don't know. The world's a fucking toilet anymore.
It really is, man. And like anybody who's listening to this right now that read the article I submitted a week ago that was talking about the motivation behind the bombings of the boats in outside of Venezuela. I already apologized in my article for today. I have to eat crow in that. I was completely wrong. It was hopeful thinking is all it really was. If you read all the way to the end, you would see that I came to the conclusion that the risk of bombing boats like that without, confirmed knowledge of their, crimes was more risky than it was worth. However, I did at least explore the aspect of would it be beneficial to make cartels afraid? Well, I have to eat crow because it 100% was oil related, and there was a lot of people who tried to tell me that, and I wanted to be like, no, I don't want to believe it. And so it really was just hopeful thinking. I try to see, like we were talking about, seeing the good in everyone, even with this administration still. I try to just fucking hope that they're going to do one goddamn thing that is beneficial to regular folks. But no, so far, fuck regular folks to them, right? Just billionaires and their elite supporters. It's bullshit.
Yeah. The whole wish in one hand, shit in the other, see which one fills up first. Yeah, I think you'll be waiting a while for anything good on that end of things. But yeah, it's kind of some scary times, man. I keep hearing these stories, the talk about Greenland, the EU's like going to defend Greenland. I mean, we really may see like World War III, and I didn't think we'd necessarily ever see that. But with the people that we have, the toddler in chief running around like he's got a gun, you just pray that he can't figure out how to take the safety off. It's just gross. I don't even want to talk about it. I get so worked up about it. I know everybody likes to discuss it on Substack, my audience, your audience. They
Yeah.
want those kind of articles, but goddamn, it wears on my mental health. Yesterday, I was feeling pretty shitty. Today, I'm in a happier mood because I'm talking with you, hanging out with these cool people. But yeah, yesterday I was in a kind of a bad place, like not great. And it
We've been
happens.
my lady and I have been doing this thing that helps. I don't know. You probably do stuff like this anyways, because I know your significant other. And, we've been telling each other, three things we're grateful of. And the only rule is that you're really not supposed to reply. You're not supposed to give feedback. Oh, that's a good thing to be grateful for. Or, okay, that's what you're grateful for. Nothing. You're just supposed to be like, oh, yeah, okay.
Huh,
And so, like, I haven't done mine today. So I will go ahead and really quickly do that. I'm grateful for this Magic 8 Ball because it is absolutely spectacular and a whole lot of fucking fun. It says, as I see it, yes, it agrees. It's a whole lot of fun.
nice.
I'm also grateful. I'm grateful for our dogs. Before our dog Midge left today, she cracked me the fuck up. She's always so excited to go to work with my Kimberly. And it is just so funny to see her just like bolt through the door the second that they're ready to go. And
Yeah,
then I'm also grateful, for coffee because fucking coffee. There. Simple,
yeah.
easy, and it really has helped. Like, it's really quick, easy, and it just puts you in, like, a more positive mood as soon as you start listing things you're grateful for.
That's cool. Yeah, that's a positive affirmations are good. I'm grateful that I have Mooch sitting here with me and he's laying in the sunbeam right now, which is fun. So there you go. I'm grateful for the sun. So he could like chill the fuck out when I'm doing one of these. And I always worry that she has to get up and, use the outdoors. I'm trying not to say the words. I kind of said part of it. Um, She's an older lady now, and like I said, she's gonna be 14 in the spring at some point. We don't know her exact birthday, but we know she was born in the spring of 2012, and, she's spry. I'm grateful that she is spry still. She's hanging in there and, doing pretty well. She can hear well, and she could stand with one paw on your chair, balancing. So I'm
Yeah.
like, "Alright." When it comes to begging, she's still like a young pup.
Yeah, our, Riley is about the same age. He's getting to be a little bit older and stuff, but he can still get around fine, and, he has a little bit trouble with the, stairs. They give him a little bit of trouble sometimes when he has to he doesn't even have to, but he feels like he has to follow us occasionally. And so he'll up and down the stairs, and you'll notice when he comes down, he'll be like a little stiff. He's like, oh
Oh, dang.
gosh. And so, but
Well, he's a
I
big
mean,
fella. He's a big fella,
yeah,
though.
He's a
Big
much
dog.
bigger dog, and
Yeah, big dogs tend to have, more joint problems just 'cause they're bearing more weight. I don't know what he weighs, but I can tell you that Mooch weighs about 12 and a half to 12 and 3/4 pounds. It was 12 and a half when we went into the vet last time, so probably still that. Um, and
yeah,
that's pretty tiny, but when she's
yeah.
standing on you, it feels like a damn bowling ball. It's like a 12-pound bowling ball standing on you like, "What you got?" Usually when we're eating, having a
Yeah.
snack, "Oh, what you got?" She full on stood on my the other day, just, like, right on her, and she's like, "Geez, Mooch, like, really?" Like, I'm like, "Well, what's her name?" "What's my name?" "Mooch, doggy dog," like Snoop Dogg. Yeah.
Well, that's a good enough name. I mean, that's fair, right?
It is, I mean, obviously, her name's Libby, which some people here don't even know that. I just call her Mooch exclusively, but my
Right.
friend Russo named her Mooch because she was always mooching on photos on Facebook. Um, the kids still call her Libby. My calls her Mooch or Libby, and I just call her Mooch at this point. I rarely use Libby, but we have a good time. At least we make it fun, make a joke about it. We try not to straight up fat shame her, but it does happen. I mean, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, she doesn't mind though. I mean, she understands that she's, a little bit thick, but she enjoys snacks too much, so who cares?
Yeah, she's like, "I'm gonna do whatever I'm gonna do. I still look good with all this," you know? That's what I'm saying. She
Yeah,
knows she
same.
looked good. How about Riley? Does he eat a lot? I mean, he's a big dog, so I imagine he is his appetite any is it pretty normal for a dog his size? That's what I'm getting at.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's in pretty good shape for, his age, and we try to keep him limited on his snacks to a certain degree.
Yeah.
I'm pretty bad about getting up and giving the dogs snacks more often than I probably should, just simply because it gets them so dang excited and it makes me excited with them. You know,
Right.
our
Yeah.
midge dog, she will literally get the zoomies and just start doing fucking laps at top speed around our living room at the
Mhm.
prospect of a snack. So, and she's a
Nice.
black lab, and so that's fun. And she does this thing we call the boot scoot, where she like drops her hind end, so it's almost like dragging, and just to get like leverage to move faster. So it just looks hilarious. It's the
Oh, yeah.
funniest thing
That's
ever.
funny.
I'll have to try to record it one of these times and post it, but it's adorable. It makes me laugh. It's hard not to be in a good mood when you get your animals in a good mood, you know?
Oh, sure. Oh, they're so good for our mental health. They just really make everything better. And when you said Black Lab, it reminded me of, my friend Brian, the one that I'm always telling you guys about with the, Dr. Bromsey's pet care
Yeah.
kits. He's in a contest right now, by the way. I posted a note about it the other day, and I might do it again. But, basically, it could be like the dog of the cover dog on this magazine. I guess they could win $10,000. That would buy a lot of these kits for him to put into his business and stuff. So go to Dr. Bromsey's, and there's even a little book for the kids, how he went from a runt to owning his own little dog company. And it's a pet care kit that you put in your car so that when your dog's with you, if there's an emergency, they rip a dew claw or something. That happened to Mooch once, in fact. Or you're out camping or you're hiking, you just bring your little kit and it's got everything you need to take care of your pets. And I think he sells them for like $30. They're pretty affordable. Yeah, so his dog Brahms does this like prance. He gets excited and he quite literally does this with all 4 paws. And you'd have to see a video of it. Maybe I could track one down and put it on my Substack notes, but, oh, he's just adorable. So when you said Midge was a black lab like Brahms, I just love that. I have a soft spot for those, kinda dogs. Any dog, really. You know me. We go to the jobs we used to do on the carpets, and we'd both be like, "That's right," and the owners would be like, "Get down," and we're like, "No, let him do it." Like, we love
We're not
the
charging you
hunt
by
and
the
the
hour.
pet.
Who fucking cares? We're gonna play with your dog. Shut up.
Yeah, exactly. This is a set rate. Who cares how long we're here? We're gonna play with
Yep.
them. I remember talking to these dogs. Danny Glover from the 48 Hour, the actor,
Yeah.
Danny Glover. So, did you ever go to his nephew's house with me? They live in the area. Okay. I remember doing it once by myself, but I thought you and I might have done one of those together toward the end too. Anyway, they had a bulldog, and I've loved bulldogs since I was a kid. So I was playing
Yeah.
with their bulldog, and then I was like, "What if they have camera?" Because they left me there just to do the job, and then took off. And I'm like, what if they hear me baby talking their 2 bulldogs or playing with them? And I'm like, shit, I should be careful with the. because they might have cameras, like a lot of people do.
Yeah.
But I guess if that's the worst thing they see me do on the job is
Yeah.
playing with their dogs, then I'm okay. I'm
I've
not
seen
like,
those videos online though, man, and like usually people love it. Like it makes people like smile and happy that, a stranger is treating the person's dogs with such affection. So
oh,
I don't
yeah.
think I think most people are fine with that. The only exception I would think is if someone has like dogs that are meant to be like security. That's the
Oh,
only time I've ever ran into people who don't want you playing with their
yeah.
dogs. Or when it's a working dog, a service dog, and it's out like in public or whatever. Sometimes people will be like, "No, they're working," and that's fine. That's their prerogative. There you go. That's their prerogative. So whatever. But the only time I've ever been in someone's home and then like put the dogs up was when they were actual full blown security dogs.
Sure.
Trained to be security. And in that case, I understand because they don't want you cozying up their dog because then their dog will know you, and it kind of negates the security aspect. So
Yeah, that's understandable. We just watched the movie Up again, the cartoon movie. I hadn't seen that in quite a few years, and they're playing with the dog that's like, "Oh boy, and now you could be my master." Forget the dog's name, but that dog, the one
yeah,
that liked them, and it just cracks me up because I'm like, when he snaps at him at first, the dog is so sad and walks away like this, and I'm like, God, that movie is so sad. Like, why do they do that to kid movies? Like, it's to fuck with us adults so that we, like, feel our emotions because we need to let them out, and the opening scene where it shows him and her becoming an old lady and dying, I can't watch that without just like, I
yeah,
'cause you can relate to your person in that regard, so we all are just sitting here, and Kira was watching it, and she's like, and I'm like, "Oh, my poor
yeah,
little 21-year-old daughter who's crying it up because I feel it. I am right there with her. I'm like, I cannot watch that scene without tearing up a little bit. It's,
yeah. Oh, I
gets
cry.
me
I
right there.
cry. I tear up at emotional scenes in movies all the dang time and shows and stuff. Even things
Yeah,
that like most people probably wouldn't. I'm like when like it's like a happy scene too, or like someone's being like super brave and passionate. And I'll be like, yeah, you go get him, buddy. And it just like brings a tear to my eye because it's so
yeah.
nice to like see some of that stuff out in the world, whether it's real or not. Just people
Mhm.
passionate and like proud of themselves or anything like that is just it's a positive note. We were talking about earlier how things can get so negative so easily. Like the article I just released a little bit ago is it's the content is pretty negative. It's regarding the potential for a war over fucking oil again. Something it's like that's been most of my life has been wars over oil in one place of the planet or another, and it's absolutely just getting boring. It's a fucking rerun I've seen too many damn times, and
Yeah.
so it's a very negative thing. So I will make sure to try to do a funny article to release by the end of the day so that I negate that. Plus, I'm trying to be silly and funny on here to try to alter the effects of that or whatever as well. So it is important to take a moment to absorb those positive moments in movies and allow yourself to feel what the person's feeling. And if it's pride in what they've done, then let yourself feel pride in what they've done. Why not?
Yeah. Oh, I watch those videos on, social media. They're quick, and it's something like that, and usually they involve animals or little kids that are doing something amazing, and it's just so cool. It's like we are taught as men in this country to be, like, stubborn and prideful and to stuff our emotions back. Real men don't cry, real men don't do this, and I'm like, "Fuck you, don't tell me what real men do.
Yeah.
I know what real men do. I'm a real man. I am in
Yeah.
touch with my emotions. I'm good to my family. I'm nice to strangers. Yeah, I don't need you telling me that, like, because the movie Up makes me shed a tear when he loses his wife, that I'm not a real man. Fuck that.
Right.
Not
Right.
even true at all.
There's a few people throughout history that if they were to tell me something like that, I might be like, okay, maybe I'll heed your advice, but very fucking few. And honestly, the individuals that I admire the most were incredibly emotional people while they were alive. I mean, even like take Abraham Lincoln, like he despised and hated slavery to such an extent, and it was economical. I understand that as well, but he despised and hated it to such an extent that he was willing to, you know, risk his life, and inevitably it cost him his life to fight against it. You tell me that's not a passionate, emotional individual. And I'm going to
Yeah.
say you're full of shit. We were just talking earlier about the radio that went off in my head, and it was, Tupac Shakur. That dude was emotional. He
Mhm.
emotions about every aspect of existence, and he wrote about it, and he was honest about it. You could tell that he took
No,
the hardships of women and children and African Americans and everyone in general. Like even his line, but because both black and white are smoking crack tonight, shows that he cared about white people too. He cared about everyone. There's nothing
yeah,
wrong with being emotional. You know what there's something wrong with? Telling other people who they have to fucking be. There's something
yeah.
wrong with that.
If people worried more about their own bullshit, their hangups, their stresses, their whatever, um, the world would be a lot better place. And that's why I don't get into the comment section. If it's negative, I used to argue with people a lot, you know this, and just like, no, I have to say this and I have to tell them. And I realized a long time ago, I don't have to do that. That's a waste of time. Block, deleted, kiss my ass. Let's focus on the good people that come into the comments and let's talk about stuff. I'd rather chit chat with somebody that I respect and that isn't spewing toxic, racist, bigoted bullshit,
Mm-hmm.
than waste my time going back and forth. That takes time away from the good people that I can be encouraging with, that can encourage me and the whole thing. So yeah, I totally get it, brother. It's like, why waste your time? Life's too short to go through all of that crap.
Magic 8 Ball. Is Murphy lying about being pissed? Trashed? That's another word for drunk as fuck, by the way, people who my reply, yes. Yes, it says he's full of shit, guys. So he's still not pissed, he's still not drunk. So just wanted to stop there for a second to make sure that everybody knows that Murphy's lying about being drunk. So
Was Murphy one of those two fellas that you did one time and you were given the most ridiculous, silly answers? You
yeah,
know what I'm talking about?
yeah, it was one of my favorite lives I've ever done because it was just fun to just be absolutely ridiculous and stuff. I like Murphy. I like
Okay,
Murphy a
so he
lot.
was one of those two fellas? He
Yes.
was one of
Yeah.
okay, alright. In I remember, like, small little weird details sometimes, and that one I actually do remember his name, I think, and that was so funny because I was like, "Oh my god, that's, like, so not you," like, with just the bullshit answers. I'm like, "If anybody's never met you on one of these, and that was the first one they watched, holy shit." They'd be like, "Wow, that guy is, probably on some drugs or something, I don't know."
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
can't see
No,
any
I
comments, by the way. My comments just disappeared, a minute or 2 ago, and I'm not sure what's going on. Do you
oopsie.
see comments
Yeah.
on your side?
I see comments. Uh
Okay.
Murphy
Apologies,
said,
I can't.
I respect KR, but fuck off, Magic 8 Ball.
Yeah, no shit, right? Gotcha. 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 I got her again.
There's the
Well, I'm
mooch.
sorry I can't
She
see
see she
anything.
is she is a bowling ball. Look at her.
I know she's kind of a
Look at
chunk.
that.
I purposely carry her around like this sometimes when I'm walking, and the kids are like, "God damn, she's fat." Hartman, you're so fat. When you walk down the street, they go, "God damn, that's a big fat ass." But she's okay. She's perfect. He doesn't. No, we don't fat shame, not in this house. And if I did anyway, she'd be like, "You ever look in the goddamn mirror yourself?" That's okay. We like our treats, don't we? We like our
she
treats.
she does look mildly offended right now. I'm not gonna lie. She does kind of look like, hey guys, seriously, fuck off.
She's just mad because I got a bigger nose than she does.
Yeah.
Yeah, a
she
little
she was like, I
dingy.
would eat vegetables if they weren't absolute trash. I mean, fuck that.
Well, it's funny. We went to visit some friends in um, Idaho Falls, about 4 hours away. Linda, and she has she has a dog, and then her niece was there in town. She had a dog, and those dogs would eat green beans right out of the can for a treat. And Mooch went over there like, "Oh boy, what we got?" And then she was like, "Nah, you guys are smoking crack." No, he wanted no part of any kind of vegetable. The only vegetable she'll eat is peas, and that's if I pick them out of like the fried rice. They must taste like fried rice or something because
Yeah,
she'll eat
that's
peas.
funny.
But other than that, yeah, she doesn't want salad. She'll eat fruit, like apples or watermelon a little bit, but nah, she likes good stuff. But you are kind of a chunk, a little bit, just a
A
little
little
bit.
bit. Little bit.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. Magic 8 Ball, should we end it right here? It is certain.
Oh, the Magic 8 Ball has spoken, Libby.
The Magic 8 Ball has spoken, guys. So, um, thank you to everybody. Thank you first and foremost to the Mouthy Renegade writer, for being here, agreeing to do my first, Substack live. For everybody who is still here and tuned in or whatever late, I will be doing these hopefully every Wednesday, but if Wednesday doesn't work for my guest, then I will be moving them to a different day as is convenient for them. I will be working on scheduling out more. I didn't realize that you could schedule ahead to let people know about your lives until just a few minutes before this one when I saw
Oh,
someone
yeah.
else post about it. So now that I know that, I will try to put my guests in that live schedule so that, it's more clear who I will have and when. I'll try to schedule way ahead. So if it's someone you like, to look out for them being on a live. Um, Thank you to, Mouthy Renegade Rider for being here. Thank you to Murphy for lying about being drunk. Thank you to Brandon Ellerick, Kimberly, Karen, Catherine, and everyone else. If I didn't mention you, it's no offense. I am very grateful for all of you. So thank you.
Yeah, thank you for having me do your first one. So this is your first one that you've initiated. You've
Yes.
been on okay, you've been on like mine a bunch of times and Brandon's, but this is the first one where you like started and yeah, the whole thing. Okay, so I
Yeah.
get it now. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. It's kind of the same thing other than like my thing disappeared. I think you're still seeing the comments, but like I don't know why mine disappeared toward the end. But that's all right. I know you guys are out there and I know that you enjoyed our little conversation and yeah, that made my day just a little brighter. The sun came out in the middle of it and it's always good to get to chit chat with you, brother. We'll do another one of these of course soon and I still want to get you, me, and Robin on one too. I think a 3-person one would sure be a lot of fun. We haven't
Yeah.
Robin and I haven't done one in a while, but you guys know Robin Wilding. She's a lot of fun. So yeah, we'll have to do that soon. And we better listen to the Magic 8 Ball before it tells us to fuck off and hit the button. So I defer to you, sir, and thank you for having me on.
Yeah, well, remember everybody, if you're not already a subscriber to myself, please do so. If you're not already a subscriber to the Mouthy Renegade, please go do so. Both of us are constantly working our asses off to get out as much, quality content as we can and as often as possible. The Mouthy Renegade writer is incredibly consistent. And so you can basically, set your clocks at when his articles will come out. And so, yeah, it's been a pleasure to interact with some of you today. And I truly hope to see all of you more so in the future as this improves. And I want you guys to come back so you can see what goes up on the wall because that'll be fun. That'll be really fun. So,
Yeah. Yeah, you got some cool knick-knacky stuff. I know because I've been in his studio. He's got some cool stuff. So we're looking forward to that, the new development there. And looks like we got about 230 people that showed up for this one. So hey, we're off to a hell of a start, right?
yeah, it says 250 on my end.
Oh shit. Okay, my
Yeah.
that must went down when the comments went down then. Mine says 230, but hey, 250, that's killer. Thank you
Yeah, that
guys.
that happened with me just a while back. The last one I did, I think the comments and the count just went down on me. So,
Oh, interesting. Okay. That's like a small concert right there full of people if you think about it.
yeah.
So that's how I
Yeah.
look at it when we get our totals on our articles. Like, God dang, like, if you ever feel bad about how many you get, just imagine what that is in relation to the real world, and then you'll feel better about it.
Yeah, it is difficult to do, but if you can do that, yeah, it does make you feel a little bit better about your performance if you're looking at how many people have engaged or interacted with it. So,
For sure.
but yeah,
Yeah. But thank
thank
you
you,
guys.
Mouthy, for being here, man.
Yeah. I appreciate you, KR. Let's do it again soon.
All right, bye everybody.